This series presents information based in part on theory and conjecture. The producer's purpose is to suggest some possible explanations, but not necessarily the only ones, to the mysteries we will examine.
Good morning and welcome back to Studio Kaiju RC Review. What did you think of that new opening? That's something I've been wanting to do for a little while, and I think it sort of spruces up the whole joint, classes the place up, if you will. Today we are going to look at well, I'm not sure. Is it a jet or is it a quadcopter? I don't know. It's the Bezgar S125 brushless motor jetcopter. I don't know. It does not have lifting wings. These wings here are not at all going to provide any lift. It's all entirely flown as a quadcopter, but in the form of an F-35 jet. And these are very powerful brushless motors. Take a look at that. We're going to do a nice close-up there with really good blades on them. And nice, neat paint job. I like this. This is, oh, I'm sorry, I got to take this rubber band off because that's holding this top on it. Just one of my collisions, that sort of came off, so apologize for that. Really nice, beautiful flyer, great paint job, very visually appealing package. How does it fly? I think it flies actually really decently for a quadcopter, but not for a jet. So, let's see, you get a battery with about 10 to 15 minutes rated for flight time. It's charged up with a that type of USB, that type of plug. I can't remember. I'm an old man, so excuse me. You simply slide it in the bottom. This battery is towards the end of its charge. I need to charge it up, but there is enough juice to light this thing up. There you go. And I can put that back on. And there's a button right there. And there you go. You have lights on all four of the propeller ducts. You have a light back here. And I don't believe, no, there's no other lights on there, but I think that light is kind of cool. That's something that they didn't really have to go that extra mile and put the thruster light in, but it does help visually anyhow. And you get a control panel, or remote control rather. This opens up, you put your phone in there. Obviously there's no extra antenna. It takes 3 AA batteries. You've got power, you've got camera, you've got still frame, you've got calibration, you've got unlock, you've got camera up and down. And what does that mean, camera up and down on this? Well, let's turn this off for a second. There are 2 cameras on this. I don't want to drop this again. So, see, in the front, right here, you'll see there's a camera right there. And that camera can angle by up, 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 up. It can angle down. There is another second camera right there. That is the optical flow positioning camera. That's what gives this thing its very good stability as it hovers. You're going to see that in the video that I show. Can this thing handle winds? It can handle a certain amount of winds. I would say up to around 10 miles per hour you should be reasonably comfortably safe to fly at outside. It's a great drone for indoor, outdoor, and I have had fun with it. It has the reasonable amount of range. I would not go more than say 150 feet with it personally. That's me, but again, I'm a bit more conservative. It's a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. So now, as I say, it's got the 2 cameras. So what is the quality of that like? Well, let's see here. I have a post-it note to remind me. It is 576p. That's 570 horizontal line, scan line video. So even though it claims to be 720p, it really is not. It's 576p. Now, if there were a way to put, say, a micro SD card in there and record direct to that, then yeah, you might be able to get a better quality video directly there. But what transmits to the phone is 576p. And it comes in at a shockingly low 1007 kilobits per second, which is not a lot of information per frame. But it does have 30 frames per second, which does not translate into very smooth video because of the shockingly low kilobits per second. If they had sacrificed kept the 576p and the 30 frames per second, jumped up that kilobits, you would get a better video quality. But as it is, I mean, it's okay as a toy. It's not okay beyond that. How does it fly? Oh, buttery smooth. This thing is beautiful. It's very controllable. It is rock steady when it's hovering. You'll see that, as I said in the video, I walk around it while I'm holding the remote in one hand and the phone that I'm recording on in the other hand. It is just, the S125 is just a beauty of a machine. And it's, despite it being an EPP foam jet or plane or quadcopter, it's a bit heavy. You know, if you were to hold this in your hand, you'd be like, wow, that's heavier than I anticipated it would be. But that's because you got the battery and you've got the propellers. Yes, I am going to get that glued down. Don't worry about it. I'm on it. But the battery, the propellers, which are on brushless motors, and it's very nimble, very controllable, very stable, and a lot of fun to fly. The camera, again, but you know what? It's a nice machine. So if you're looking for something for the kids that is a little bit of a step up from your basic, drone, this is a fun one. And you can fly it in the house because you can just sort of zip, 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 zip. And as long as you have decent hand-eye coordination, you can pretty much do it. All right, let's take a look at the video. Thank you for watching. As always, hit like and subscribe, or if you want to be daring, hit subscribe and like. Nobody ever asks for that.